What up, everybody? It's Gingervitis75 coming at you with another action figure review. Today we're doing the Gijoe Classified Series Dreadnok, Road Pig, and Rawkus. Let's get a quick look at the box here. We got the QR code and the whatever the little symbols on the side of the box. It's number 135 in the line. You got a nice little action shot. Got a couple little close-ups of certain areas. Looks like the arms, shoulder pads, and his mask. Is that his pig mask? I don't know, on the top. Pretty cool picture. Looks like it's the gas station where all the dreadnoks seem to hang out at. Here we got some artwork on the side, as well as the number. And then we got the front of the box, which is looking pretty sweet. He's got a lot of cool stuff. It looks like he's got like a riot shield, that crazy pig mask. He's got an alt head. Of course, he's got the dog who also has an alt head. So, well, let's bust this guy open and see what he is all about. All right, let's just take a quick look at Road Pig and Rawkus in the plastic molding still. Lots of cool stuff. So we got the alternate fist hands. We got the trigger figure, or the grasping hands here. We got the alternate head, which this one seems to have like an open mouth. Almost has like an anime kind of look to it on the alt head there. Then we got this, I believe it's the pig mask, and then we also have the dog's face mask. And then down here, it's like a muzzle, I think, probably. And then down here we got the riot shield. It says, "Good luck." It's got the pig head on there. The old Rawkus head. Then we got two different hammers. Looks like this one's all spiky. This one's made out of a stick and a cinder block. And then right here, this almost looks like the hook that Crocmaster used. But maybe they just sent it along with this guy just to maybe hook into Rawkus's collar. I don't know. But yeah, all right, we're gonna bust this thing wide open. We got Road Pig out of the box along with his dog Rawkus. This is a nice little set here. All the weapons are cool. You got all the appropriate stuff that you would probably need, and everything looks cool. You can mix and match pretty much everything here with weaponry, with heads, with hands. You even got a crazy road pig mask, which I might pop on there. I don't know. I'm not really loving the two head sculpts, but this looks crazy. Some almost like Road Warrior type shit, or some Road Pig type stuff. Then you got this alt head here of him with his mouth open. He has a little earring on the side there, hanging down from his earlobe. Decent hair sculpt in the paint. He's got a paint or probably bleach blonde flat top, and he's got the red color in there too down below. Got the two alt fists with the fingerless gloves, so he can look badass. Then you got this thing, and I don't know if this is supposed to kind of like tuck under Rawkus's collar so you can control him, but it kind of looks like almost like the hook that Croc-Master had for Fiona. You know, when you kind of put that in the mouth and, you know, don't bite me or whatever, and kind of hook the mouth open. But for me, this is pretty useless, so probably not going to use it. Then we got this hammer here with a cinder block, which is pretty cool. Just shows how big and bad this guy is. And you got this, which is crazy. It's a pig hammer with spikes on it. And then over here, it's got the mashers. Pretty cool looking, actually. It's like a wild boar. Got a stick that's kind of got a little bit to a bend to it. I think that's supposed to be. It's not an accident. And then you kind of got some spikes around here down by the handle. I guess this is the handle here with the grip, with the orangish, reddish paint. And then you got the spike here, so. I basically want him to hold both hammers. Before we get to the actual figure of Road Pig, we're going to go through all the accessories. We got the riot shield here. It says good luck on the front. Got the pig. And he's got the kind of thing that wraps around the wrist, and then he's got the handle. And you always want to be careful with this this gripper here, the wrist grip. The kind of C grip here. It can be fragile. If you start seeing this stuff turning white, take it easy. Take a step back, maybe blow dry it. Then we got this cool little mask for the dog. It's like a muzzle. It's all spiked and badass. We'll try it on him. Then we got this kind of plain face with the dog's mouth shut. See little doggy gums down there. Got the nose. Pretty decent paint. Nice eyes. A little white underneath there, the gruff. And then you got Ruckus himself, which kind of reminds me of my dog. But my dog's not going to kill anybody. This dog looks like he would just straight up kill. You got the growly face. The head will twist like that. Then you got the neck articulation. It goes up, way up like that. Look at that. But you got that little gap there, that's not good. But he can kind of stand like that, like he's about to attack somebody. Just goes all the way down like that, all the way up there. Then you got the shoulder articulations that come out about that far. They twist around just about all the way. Yes, they do. You got the elbows, which twist as well. Single jointed. Just goes up like that. And that's about it. Then you got their ankle articulation. You got this up here. You can see the pins. So it kind of goes like that. And then actually on the foot itself, there's articulation as well. With some paint rub. Look at that shit. Let's try that again. Watch this. Well, it is what it is. Let's try this one, see if the same thing happens. Not so bad. Then you got the torso articulation, kind of twists around like that. Goes upward, goes down, kind of stomach crunch. Then you got the rear legs, which is basically the same thing. You got the hips that move around like that. Got the knees, where there isn't much movement there. Come on. Doesn't want to do much there. Then you got the ankle. And then down at the paw. So pretty nice articulation for the dog, I gotta say. So how many dogs has that been? We got Timber, we got Junkyard, and we got this guy. And we're getting Law and Order soon too, so we'll be getting the German Shepherd. Pretty cool. The paint on him is neat. I like the top here. You got the little darker hair on the top there, which is most dogs that kind of happens. You got that little very fine hair up here, and then the rest is a different color. It's usually a little bit lighter, I think. It's darker up here, but the paint looks good. You got the little white splotches here and there. Try to get that evened up there. And the collar is not removable. I'm sure you could, well, you can just pop off the head and the collar comes off. I'm sure, yep, collar comes right off. We'll try the other head without the collar. Come on, there we go, I think I got it. It's a long stick on that ball joint, so there's a lot of room in between the base of the neck and the inside of that head sculpt where you pop in the ball joint. Let's try on this guy here. I think it just hopefully just wraps around his mouth. No, how do we do this? It's gonna have to be. Is it actually like Mutt and Junkyard with the muzzles for the dude? I think it might be. Here, let's try this head. Yeah, more than likely. Little Darth Vader mask. Yeah, they should have gotten the muzzle so you can put it on the dog. I really want to try here. Hold on. It doesn't really want to do that. Yeah. It's for Road Pig, not for Raukus. Alright. Since we got his head off, we're going to pop this guy on and see how he looks. Crazy looking. So we'll go through the articulation. Head bobs. You're gonna get less articulation with this head, so let's pop on the open mouth head just to get through every accessory that we can. Looks down, there's no looking down, he looks up about that much. Shoulder articulation, it's a little hindered on the side with the shoulder pad. It's like a one-sided shoulder pad, which is kind of neat. Really badass. I like the skull that you got on top of the right shoulder. Got the football shoulder pads. Got a bicep cut. Now this is a big dude. He's got the chain tattoo wrapped around here. He's got some kind of skull tattoo here. I'm not really sure what that says. Let's try to figure it out here. I can't even tell. And then he's got more tattoos over on this side. got the Anarchy tattoo. Certified. I'm blind, guys. I'm sorry. Something a ham. Grade A ham. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I have seen some tutorials where you can pop his stomach, his torso, and his head, and you can carve out the inside of this. So basically you'd want to take a little knife or like a hobby knife and cut the inside of these rings here down at the base of the ball joint, so the ball joint will get more ability to move, and then he'll be able to look down better, look up better. But you can do that. Maybe I'll show you, but it's X Scorpio. So if you ever want to check out some cool modification tutorials, he does quick and easy ones. They're super fast, they're easy to understand. Almost anyone can do it. All you need is a hobby knife, maybe an air dryer, some hot water. Very simplified modifications. So if you guys want to do that, check it out. X Scorpio. It's Xcorpeo. He's a nice guy too. Where were we? So bicep swivel. You got double jointed elbow. Even though there's kind of stuff in the way there. He's got his nice little wrist crossbow. Very Road Warrior-esque. I'm going to have to bust out my Road Warrior, guys. You got the twist and a pivot at the wrist. Same with this. Nope. Oh, yep, it is. It's the this pivot here. And twist. You got the diaphragm swivel. That twists all the way around. You got the waist swivel. Twist all the way around yet again. He can do the splits. Thigh cut. Boy, he's big. Got these little bolts here on his little sheath. Thigh sheath. Blah, blah. He's got a little nut protector here and a pretty cool metal belt. Looks all spiky. And then down here you got double jointed knees, I think. Yes, you do. But he's so thick. Pretty good articulation for a big man. And we got cuts at the boot and of course the rocker down at the ankle. And I like the knee pads, how they're a little different. It looks like he like bolted this one on. And then of course, here's your pig or boar knee guard, you know. Pretty standard gear for dreadnok. So there you got it. The paint looks nice. The tattoos are pretty sharp. He does have a peg hole in there, but he didn't come with a backpack. I don't know if anything is plugging in there. Probably not. So let's get these guys looking the way we want, all weaponed up and all muzzled up or whatever, and then we're going to do some comparisons. All right, comparison time, guys, but first I'm going to measure and rate this figure. Road Pig is standing at about 6 5/8. And of course, we can measure the dog here up to his back. He's about just over 2 inches. And then about 3 1/4 inch to the top of the ear there. It's too bad that Ruckus doesn't come with a jaw, an articulated jaw, so that I could throw this Frisbee into his mouth. That'd be kind of fun, right? So we got the Mattel Road Warriors here. A couple other shoulder pad wearing fellows. Deviants, you might say. and they are a tad larger. The elites are 7-inch scale, which is just a tad bigger than 6-inch scale, but boy is Road Pig a big dude. He is big and beefy. Probably has the biggest arms, maybe, I don't know, but he's a beast. But if you put him up against Hawk, who was the taller of the two Road Warriors, even with the shoulder pads on, Hawk's huge. We'll turn him around. Let's see how he matches up. He's pretty close there. Him and Animal are close. And again, just so you know, they do have these figure stands. His forearm pad came off. I don't know if you heard about those new ringside collectible Road Warrior figures. This is actually Legion of Doom. But I ordered both pairs of those ringside exclusive Road Warrior figures. It's a 2-pack. They have the Chase variants, which are the gray and I think black. They look pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of the first shot at doing a toy. Just other things that I noticed about this guy. The wrist ring here doesn't want to fold over and go over his wrist or his forearm. I would skip it. I got his hand to wrap around that handle so he's grasping onto something. I don't know if you want to go much further than that, because if you bend it this way, it could snap. You try to push that thing over that big old forearm, it could lead to trouble. So I'm going to pass on that. He can still hold it. It looks pretty good if you're facing him. Not a big deal. He's very well balanced. I'm going to give this figure a 3.6 out of 5. So it's 0.0, I guess, out of 5.0. And, you know, I usually go like 3.5 or a 4, but I'm going to do a 3.6 because it's a little bit better than average, I guess. I love the articulation. I remember there's a lot of hate for this guy when he came out, but he's pretty cool. I like the face mask. I like the alt pig mask, which looks crazy. The addition to the shoulder pads are great. Speaking of which, we'll take these guys away and we're going to bring in some of Road Pig's buddies. But yeah, 3.6. Final answer. So let's bring in Naugahyde. So we see how he looks up against his buddy here. Uh-oh. Come on, big boy, don't fall down. We're gonna bring him over here. He's all off balance because he's got too much big stuff that he's holding on to. There we go. Very much bigger than Naugahyde. I mean, this guy is massive. We're getting a lot of dreadnoks, and I'm loving it. So, last offering was Naugahyde with the little monkey. And of course, Pumbaa, or Clyde, or Pork Chop, or whatever. I can't remember what his name is. But if you want to look at the comparison between the boar and the dog, pig's a little bit bigger. Isn't it funny that this guy's name is Road Pig and he comes with a dog? And this is the guy that comes with the pig and the monkey. Naugahyde's a pretty decent figure. I like this. He's got the Blaine hat or the Rakondo hat. Pretty awesome figure. Again, I'm enjoying the dreadnoks. We're getting lots of them. I'm glad that we got Zartan in the first 3, Buzzer, Ripper, and Torch. I think Monkey Wrench should be coming along. He's like the logical next step for these guys. I'm going to bring in Zartan, the leader here of the dreadnoks. The original version. Came out a few years ago, was the first Zartan that we got as a Hasbro offering. Still decent. I got the other one that changes color still in the box. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. This one's okay. I'm not sure if I like the little head thing, this thing, his hat, his hood, I guess you could say. Draping hood. And then we also got Xandar, which I am loving. I would say for, because he was released in 2025, I would say that he is one of the best G.I. Joe figures that we've gotten in 2025. Him along with Leatherneck, so far for me. And then we're gonna bring in the sister, Zatara. Xandar, Zartan, Zatara, I think. Both bro and sis got the kind of pink-orange hair. Wearing a little bit pink on the top there. Very color coordinated between the two siblings. Zartan, not so much. But as you can see, Road Pig is a big dude. But how big is he really? Compared to normal sized humans, he's, you know, he's humongous. But what if you bring in someone who's really big from the Cobra Law? Who are we talking about? The one and only Nemesis Immortal, because I got the immortal head. Now let's see how he compares to Nemesis Immortal. It's gonna be hard to get him all in the frame here because he's got these wings, but yeah, he's getting close there. He's kind of got the thick body. Very close. If there's somebody that could maybe take on Nemesis Immortal, you know, I'd take Serpentor, perhaps Sergeant Slaughter, maybe Roadblock, Gung Ho. These are all big dudes, but would Road Pig have a chance? Would Road Pig and Ruckus have a chance? Ruckus jumps on his back, starts tearing up on his neck, while Road Pig slams him with the hammer. Might be a good fight. Let's bring in this guy too. This is the original offering of Stalker. And I brought this guy out just because I am going to sell him. He's going on eBay because I got the retro version, the retro carded version, which is more like the Stalker that I saw in the cartoon. I swapped the heads though. The head for the new retro Stalker, the eyes are kind of wonky. The paint just didn't seem that great, so I used the old one and just swapped the head. So this is the head of the retro. So yeah, this guy's going on eBay. If you want to maybe buy him, he's going to be going for super cheap. I don't know if I'm going to add his little shawl thing, this guy. I kind of want to keep that just for maybe some other characters I could slap this thing onto. It's just kind of neat, so I'm going to hold on to it. But this guy's probably going to start bidding maybe like $3 with maybe $6-7 shipping. So check out my eBay. It's in the description below. And then we got Stalker next to Road Pig. So yeah, I like this figure. The G.I. Joe line is not dead. I don't care what you guys are saying out there. It seems ridiculous that people are throwing up videos saying that G.I. Joe classified that line is dead. It's not doing great. It's doing phenomenally, I would say. It seems like they're pumping out more stuff than Marvel Legends, you know. Probably their competition down at Hasbro, they're probably the two bigger lines. You know, just at Toy Fair, G.I. Joe had a much better offering and showing, where I think that Marvel Legends just announced that Archangel, the X-Force Archangel, and that went up for pre-order I think today, and I grabbed one. I think it's sold out on Pulse and Big Bad, but I actually grabbed it on Nerdzoic. So another content creator that I've been watching, and now I'm buying something off him. I mentioned X-Scorpio before. So yeah, I like this figure. He's cool. There's nothing wrong. The paint, the articulation's fine. I remember there's a lot of hate because he looked too cartoony, but it is what it is. The face scans or face sculpts are a little bit on the cartoony. I would say almost on the anime style, with at least with the open-mouthed head. With this one, not so much, but he looks young, you know. I don't know. I could say something else, but I won't. So yeah, 3.6 for the ranking, or the rating, I should say. Decent figure. It's gonna be fun to put into my Dreadnok display area. We're getting a lot of Dreadnoks. What else do we need? We need Monkey Wrench. We need, what is it, Thrasher, the driver for the Jeep thing, and I'm not even sure if I can remember. I know there's probably like one or two more, but I just can't remember who they are. They kind of came later on in the line, and I actually must admit that I'm not that familiar with like Nagahide or Road Pig, but I love these characters. They're cool. Oh, something else I noticed. Both Road Pig and Nagahide have the Anarchy thing on their left shoulder, so maybe they're in like a little sub gang. So this is going along a little longer than I expected, but I had fun doing it. I hope you guys had fun watching it. Please like, subscribe, comment if you feel inspired to. Love yakking it up with you guys. Keep collecting out there. I hope you're having fun, keeping it safe. We'll check you on the next one. Not sure what the next video is going to be, but it could be a G.I. Joe. Gosh, it could be a man cave video. I might show you like some of my shelves. I don't know. What do you guys want to... You tell me what you want to see. You want to see another review, whether it be Wrestlers, Elites, G.I. Joe. I have a few sitting back there. Marvel Legends are going to have to wait till some more of those X-Men come in, which shouldn't be long from now. Yeah, it might be the new Optimus Prime Transformers figure that I might bust out and do a review of. I kind of procrastinated with the Transformers because I don't like doing the transforming stuff, to be honest with you, on camera. It sucks, but I'm going to do it regardless of how I feel about it, because I know that's what you guys want to see. So, also I could do I feel pretty secure and confident in my man cave and how it looks right now. Still a little bit messy, you know. I've lived in this house for a year. We moved here, and I don't know, just kind of endure a lot of like unpacking and stuff like that, and just organizing. So that's it. Road Pig Ruckus, fun review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care now. Peace.